Are you looking for a small hometown feel living in the Shenandoah Valley? Well, today we're in Stuarts Draft, Virginia, and I'm going to take you on a tour of Stuarts Draft and show you some of its neighborhoods. And if you hang around throughout the video, I'm going to show you some really cool places here in Stuarts Draft that just really give it a nice hometown feel. So let's go ahead and get started right now. My name is Stephen Gleason. If this is your first time to the channel, we'd love it if you subscribe so that you can get some updates about Virginia's mountains and valleys and the real estate here and all the stuff in between and everything that goes on here in our beautiful towns. So, with that being said, I mentioned we're going to be in Stuarts Draft today, and I'm not going to take up any more of your time. We're going to start right here in Stuarts Draft. We are at Stuarts Draft Park, which is home of draft days in June every year and other events throughout the year. The park, as you can see, has baseball, soccer fields, has a walking trail, has a swimming pool up here, and a lot of different things. But like I say, in Stuarts Draft is a really neat town in that there's a very, very small downtown area, but then most of it is stretched out. The business is stretched out along Highway 340. A couple different shopping centers, Windmill Square, where we're getting a new Starbucks here pretty soon, and also there's Broadmoor Plaza, but that's my wife's favorite coffee place, and that is Micah's Coffee there at Broadmoor Plaza. But like I say, hang around for the video, take you into 3 different neighborhoods, show you some homes, and show you some really neat things about Stuarts Draft along the way. So one of the really just fun and neat, quaint things that gives you that hometown feel here in Stuarts Draft is our very own Stuarts Draft Bowl here at the top of the hill, right off the busy Highway 340. And if you're traveling west or south from Waynesboro, I guess south from Waynesboro on Highway 340, you definitely cannot miss our bowl here. Elevated above the roadway at the intersection of Highway 340 and Mount Vernon Road, the bowl takes on a character of its own at multiple times and seasons throughout the year. A local resident, Linda Harris, started accessorizing the bowl a few years ago, and it's become a source of fun and enjoyment for the people here in Stuarts Draft and for the surrounding community as well. It's always fun to see which type of outfit or character that bowl is going to become, and it's just one of the many things here in Stuarts Draft that gives it its own unique hometown feel. It's a lot of fun just to see what's going to happen. Who knows what's going to be next? So we are here in our first neighborhood, which is actually part of a 3-neighborhood complex that sits side by side, and it's probably the largest residential area in all of the Stuarts Draft. Along with Forest Lake Estates and Meadowdale Estates, Ridgeview Acres is located just to the south side of Stuarts Draft, and it sits right at the foot of the Blue Ridge Mountains. And if you look up the road, you can maybe even see just through the trees there one of the tops of those mountains. Ridgeview contains multiple styles of homes, from ranch to split foyer, and there's even some contemporary style homes here in this neighborhood as well. Build dates range from about 1970 to 1995, and most homes range in size from about 1,300 to 2,200 square feet. Most of them have 3 or 4 bedrooms, and their values are from about $275,000 to $350,000. So I'm going to walk right on up the street here a little bit, and I'm going to show you one of the homes that is currently on the market. So the home that you see behind me here, nestled in these mature trees here in the neighborhood, is currently active on the market. It's listed for $299,900. It was built in 1985. It has 3 bedrooms and 2 baths. It has a total of 1,532 square feet of finished living space. If you break that down, it's about $196 a square foot. It sits on almost a half-acre lot at 0.48. I mean, you can tell from the outside when you walk in, you're going to love the vaulted living room ceilings and the fireplace in this open concept home. The kitchen has granite counters, stainless steel appliances, and an oversized live edge epoxy wood island with lots of cabinets are sure to give you a pleasing, unique experience in your kitchen. Sit in your sunroom and enjoy a cup of coffee in the morning. There's one bedroom and one bath on the main level, and you'll find the other two bedrooms and baths on the second level. There are two decks in the back as well, one of which has a hot tub for those nights that we're getting to here in the fall that are going to be those nice cool nights and good nights to sit out there. So again, here in Ridgeview Acres, this is an example of one of the homes here that's currently on the market. So another really neat place in Stuarts Draft, okay, it's maybe a little outside Stuarts Draft, but halfway between Waynesboro and Stuarts Draft, but it's closer to downtown Stuarts Draft than it is Waynesboro. Anyway, that's Troyer's Farm, and from its humble beginnings as a roadside produce stand selling extra produce, Troyer's Farm has grown into a very popular destination for people from around the area. So maybe you don't have a garden. Well, you can pick your own fruits and vegetables here at Troyer's, and they have multiple fruits and vegetables that you can choose from and pick here. They grow their own strawberries and blueberries and blackberries and peaches and corn and potatoes and asparagus, and you get the idea, right? So, and you can pick all you like when it's here in season. Of course, the fall brings with it the fun in their massive pumpkin patch and corn maze, which is a big, huge hit for the kids and all the families around the area here. So we're here in our next neighborhood, Stone Valley, and consisting of more than 100 acres, Stone Valley is continuing to grow ever since it began in 2009. This neighborhood boasts walking trails and a picnic area, a playground, tennis courts, a clubhouse, a swimming pool, and a lot of amenities here in Stone Valley. They offer traditional single family homes and townhomes and villa style homes as well. Most townhomes in the neighborhood have either 2 or 3 bedrooms and between about 1,300 and 1,600 square feet, and their values range from the upper 2s to about the mid 300,000s. Single family homes in Stone Valley usually have 3 or 4 bedrooms and range between about 1,400 square feet and about 2,800 square feet, and their values range from about $350,000 to $500,000. One of the really neat things about Stone Valley as well is the mixture of houses, like I mentioned, the villa and townhouse versus single family home style as well. But there's also homes, as you can see the ones behind me here, you've noticed there's no garage that you can see here on the front and no front facing garage. Well, they have garages though. The garage is on the back. There's a separate entry on the back in these houses here, a rear entry garage, which is kind of a nice feature. Now, there's other homes here in the neighborhood as well that have front entry garages traditionally like we would see normally. But like I say, just different variances from home to home here in this neighborhood that make it a unique neighborhood here in the Stuarts Draft area. So with that being said, let's go ahead around the corner here and I'm going to show you a house that sold here recently. So one of the recently sold homes here in Stone Valley is the home that you see behind me here, and as you can see, it's not one of the rear entrance garages, but sits out here in this nice street with a nice sidewalks. But it recently sold, and only sold in 4 days. It sold for $399,900. It was built back in 2012. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and 1,722 finished square feet of living space. If you break that down, that's about 232 $62 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.27 acre lot. This home features an open floor plan concept with a great room, an oversized dining room, and a kitchen. You'll find custom kitchen cabinets here and the cabinets are cherry cabinets, and they extend to the top of the 9-foot ceilings. Pretty neat feature. There are granite countertops with a nice pantry and a bar seating area. The master bedroom has a beautiful tray ceiling with a walk-in closet and dual vanity sinks, and you're sure to enjoy the screened-in porch overlooking the fenced backyard on those nice summer evenings. And like I say, you can see over here you've got a nice, fantastic 2-car garage, so you don't have to start that car up in the cold in the wintertime. From its beginning in the early 1960s on the back porch of the Hirschberger's family home, whose dream it was to share cheeses with local residents, the cheese shop has grown into one of Stuarts Draft's most recognizable and favorite businesses. How wide is the appeal? Well, just ask someone in the Shenandoah Valley about the cheese shop, and you're likely to hear an answer like, "Oh, the cheese shop, it's amazing. You've got to go to the cheese shop." But the cheese shop's popularity extends beyond the Shenandoah Valley, with people having visited from all over the United States and even from Europe. So I'm going to go inside here real quick and show you a little bit more about the cheese shop and tell you a little bit more about it. So we're inside the cheese shop now. As you can see behind me here, the cheese shop contains hundreds of staple foods and spices and Leslie's favorite, coffee. But there's also, as you see around the corner here, there's meats and cheeses, of course, right? The cheese shop, what would it be without cheeses? But you can see there's meats and there's cheeses and meats there. And there's also an entire gluten-free section here as well. And one of my favorites just up the road here a little bit, there's the candy section. So, but several years ago, a sandwich shop was added. So now you can grab a bite to eat and you can stay here and enjoy the cheese shop for a little bit. So if you live in the Shenandoah Valley and you've never been to the cheese shop, you have no idea what you're missing. And so you've got to come. It's just another one of those great destinations here in Stuarts Draft that makes it a great hometown. So we're here in our last neighborhood and just outside of Stuarts Draft on the south side. And do you like living in a country feel neighborhood just outside of town? Well, if you do, then Stoney Run may be the neighborhood for you. Stoney Run has many different types of homes, and many of them have some absolutely beautiful mountain views. You're only about 3 minutes outside of Stuarts Draft, and this neighborhood build dates began in the 1990s, and there's even lots that are still available today that you can build on here in this neighborhood. Most of the homes in this neighborhood are between 3 and 5 bedrooms and range between about 1,500 and 3,600 square feet. Home values in the neighborhood range between $325,000 and $550,000 on average. There's only been about 7 or 8 homes that have sold in this neighborhood in the last 2 years though, so if something does come onto the market here and you're interested in a neighborhood like Stoney Run, you need to give us a call quickly so that we can make sure that you get the home of your choice. So one of those homes that sold very quickly here in this neighborhood is the home that you see behind me. As a matter of fact, it was only 3 days on the market. It sold for above its asking price. It actually sold for $410,000. This home was built in 2005. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, and 1 half bath. It has 2,315 square feet of finished living space. You break that down, that's $177 a square foot, and it sits on a 0.35 acre lot. I mean, just look at that behind you there. A nice covered porch to sit out here and just enjoy the nice, beautiful neighborhood around you. And from the time that you enter this spacious home, you'll love what you see. You'll immediately notice the vaulted living room ceilings and the gas log fireplace. From there you'll see the kitchen, the breakfast nook, and the formal dining room area. And who wouldn't enjoy some time on the covered back deck as well, overlooking your backyard. And there's a fantastic storage shed for some additional room in the backyard as well. So that's an example of one of the homes here in the Stoney Run neighborhood. All right, so we are here in Stuarts Draft in another absolutely fantastic business here. We are at Miller's Bakeshop, and Miller's purchased the old Yoder's bread basket nearly 20 years ago and made it their own. And in doing that, it really became something special. Every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Miller's opens its doors to the community, and let me tell you, the community comes to these doors here at Miller's. Whether it's their amazing homemade bread, rolls, cinnamon rolls, cakes, pies, whatever it is, they're all made from scratch, and there's no preservatives here. When the holidays come, well, you can't miss out on the things that are here, like the pumpkin pie and the fruit cakes and pecan pie, red velvet cakes, and much more that comes along. You know, Leslie and I, living in a small town, we're so thankful for Peter and his family. I mean, living here in this small town, it's like Leslie actually has the opportunity. We reserve our 2 loaves of bread that we get here every week, and we come and pick those up every single week. One other thing about Miller's, though, you can't miss Pretzel Day. Okay, Pretzel Day, as a matter of fact, you can see last Pretzel Day is here in a few weeks, October 21st. That's a big, huge hit here at Miller's. And hundreds of people flock into Miller's here and enjoy pretzels here at the bakery. And then right around the corner as well, there's a coffee shop as well, which, yeah, my wife loves that too. And it's just a great time to spend some time down here in downtown Stuarts Draft, Miller's Bakery. An amazing place with some amazing food and some amazing people. And if you haven't visited Miller's, you gotta come on by and visit Miller's, because you will not be disappointed with the bread that you get here. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope it's giving you an idea of just kind of the hometown feel that you have here in Stuarts Draft. I mean, it's got a thriving industry here in town with a lot of different types of jobs here, but at the same time, you got that hometown feel. I mean, just like here at Miller's Bakery, here in their coffee shop that they have here, and just by like knowing Peter by name, you know, the owner, and just all the cool things that go on here in town. So like I say, if you're looking for a home here in the Shenandoah Valley or in anywhere in Virginia's mountains and valleys, Leslie and I would love to help. Just pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. The information's all down below, and we'll help you move into a home or help you sell your home here in the area as well. But like I always say at the end of every video here from Miller's Bakery, and I'll turn around so you can get an idea here, just a really kind of neat little niche here. Come and get your morning coffee from here at Miller's Bakery in their coffee shop. Until next time, we'll see you around town.